Hachette Audio presents The Uncommon Book of Prayer, written and read by Heidi Smith. Be sure to look for your bonus PDF. For my grandmother, Jane. In solidarity with my prayers for the earth, I will be donating 10% of my royalties earned from the sales of this book to the National Resources Defense Council. Chapter 1. Introduction. Before publication of my first book, The Bloom Book, A Flower Essence Guide to Cosmic Balance, my life was impacted by a confluence of elements. I was debuting as an author during a global pandemic. The United States was plunged into an essential but chaotic racial justice reckoning. I was going through an extremely painful time personally, and I was doing my best to meet the needs of my clients and community during a traumatizing time. Like so many others, I was in the midst of a stressful moment with a lot of unknowns. I was feeling rocked and also ready for whatever was next. There were a few things that sustained and even saved me that summer. The foundational healing work I had already realized, my partner and my cats, flowers and nervine herbs, my friends and teachers, the work I was undertaking with my therapist, Sherry Heller, and nature in all her multidimensional glory. Alongside these familiar and sustaining allies, a new element bloomed within my spiritual practice during this time, which proved to be the most life-saving of all: prayer. I've always had a relationship with prayer. However, it took some time for that relationship to blossom into a liberatory practice. When I embarked on my new relationship with prayer, I searched for books to support my exploration. While I did manage to find a few good ones, I longed for something more. I wanted to find texts that felt true and were written from an elevated, interconnected consciousness, beyond the dominant, limited paradigm. I wanted something that spoke to ancient truths and wisdom. Eventually, I arrived at a place many authors reach. I would need to write the book on prayer I was seeking because it didn't exist yet. To begin, I want to share my definition of prayer. I define prayer as an active agreement that you make between your soul and the divine, whatever that means to you. It is a sacred practice that can be called upon to bring about states of grace, healing, and change. For many, prayer is a polar.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?